Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alrighty, so this is still one of my pre-recorded videos, so if you left any tips, tricks, advice, or overall suggestions down below, I have not seen them yet, but when I do see them, I'll be sure and put them to excellent use. But for the moment, a new dawn is upon us, because I wish to do cheesed suppression, and if we can finally manage it, I would like to do Zhao, even though it's not... Okay, we've gotten her to like half-ish health, and from what I was told, you want to clash Pulao while... how do I explain this? Basically, when she's negating buffs, don't do it. But when she isn't negating buffs, and she's going to negate buffs next turn, then you do it. And that seems like how we want to take her out. Essentially, we want to get her staggered, and then just go crazy all in. I think that's basically gonna be the only way that we can do it. So that's easier said than done, but yeah. So here's a question. What if I beat Zhao before I actually beat Miris? Well, let's take a little bit of a finding out. Okay, 5 health. Ow! Oh! Haha! She's staggered! Okay, she just stops taking damage. Is she just permanently staggered? Is that how this is gonna go? Okay, well, I mean, she's staggered. Like, she's not going anywhere. And then we'll do fervent beats on Jeffrey because, yeah. Okay. So she just stays invulnerable, but also can't do anything for the rest of the fight. Okay, so there's no, like, secret interaction where it's like, oh, you just skipped the second phase entirely. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so as it turns out, Zhao has a little bit of a weakness to Fairy. Go figure. Who doesn't in this game? So we are going to lose both of our clashes. That's a little unfortunate. I don't know where she got that 3 strength from, but yeah, that's problematic. Ugh. Ow. Oh. Well, that sucked. Oh yeah, except that we still have another floor. Yep. So, we did... So it turns out Bina is an excellent starter. Go figure, freaking Bina is becoming the most OP character that's here. Like, Red Mist has nothing on Bina, which I guess technically makes sense. But at the same time, wouldn't Red Mist actually be, like, on par with Bina? Okay. I have spent an absurdly long time thinking out this move. And I think this might do it. I don't know if it will or not, but I've really thought this one out. So, here's hoping. Okay. I don't think this will stagger, but with the 70 she's gonna take, maybe it'll be enough just from everything. Okay. Oh, she's winning a lot of these. Okay, 17. Okay. Oh, she's almost staggered. So close. Okay. I think we could stagger this turn. We're so close. So close. Inflict bleed. That might be our only shot. Who's got enough stagger? Kyle, you're up. Let's inflict some bleed. Okay. She's gonna do a lot of damage to us, and Gebura cannot do anything right now. Ugh. Hoping for no staggers. Okay. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! I think we did it. I think it's over. 11 health. And I don't think it matters what we do. I think we did it. I think we're done. It literally doesn't matter what we do now, right? I am not chancing it. I'm doing as much damage as I can possibly do. I'm not chancing a thing. I'm even gonna go for Burning Flash and a reload. I think this is it. Man, this would have been a scary turn. It's over. I can rest without regret, knowing that you'll find yourself not so far from me. Like this. It's over. It's finally over. Oh, it's finally over. We're out of Star the City. Oh, we did it. In the end, Zhao has become a book. She didn't break down like the other kid with the power did, at least. I was actually amazed by how unswerving her determination could be. Lost deep in thought again? What is it this time? I've been thinking about the distinctions between ego and the distortion after watching Philip and Zhao. Chao. The two were similar, yet different. They clearly had some things in common, but the contrast was apparent as well. Really? Tell me your thoughts then. I think there is something that can restrain Run from reaching... Run? Did I say run? From reaching the point of distortion. They both had highly unstable emotions. Why am I slurring so much? Probably because I'm shaking from doing that fight. Enough to touch the threshold of manifesting ego or distortion, and those emotions had a similar nature. Egoism. As in the mindset of only caring about your own interest? That's it. The two interpreted that same selfishness in disparate ways, however. Because that selfish mind had the potential to change the self, the two were able to take a form resembling ego, albeit incompletely. Philip's mindset was flawed even in his awakening, however. He still had distrust in the back of his mind. I think Zhao had the same problem too. She didn't look like she had full conviction from the start. It took some time for her to make up her mind. That's where the two differ, as far as I can see. It had something to do with the voices only they could hear, I believe. The voices, huh? Indeed. Philip's mind was in such a vulnerable state, even Oswald's words could crack him. I don't know what the disembodied voice Pluto told Philip to pay close attention to said, or if the voice really was the last straw that broke him. But I could speculate a little based on what we saw of Zhao. She didn't give in to the voice whispering to her. Instead, her will solidified further. And she managed to fully manifest her own ego. Right. She was able to resist the voice's snare. I wonder why she could. Might be what she said when she first came here. The precious things and whatever. All the things that motivate humans to live, to be precise. I guess it's not something that can be pinned down to one specific element. Each person cherishes different things. Maybe ego is the thing that keeps one from crossing the line of distortion. It's like walking a tightrope at all times. One wrong step and you could crash to the ground. I suppose you're right, Roland. It's weird, though. It can't be possible to make any change with just willpower in this world. That's not how this city works. Maybe the world is about to change, then. It's not as simple as that. It If this power really has the potential to shift the ecology of the city, the head could take action at any time.
Even if the head does intervene, it won't make a difference. We'll simply greet them as guests, like any other.
Impuritas civitatis. Civitata. And the reason I am living is only because I am looking for what I have lost.
롤랑, 그거 알아?
You know what, Roland? I've been feeling ecstatic these days. The memories are fading.
You mean the harsh memories of working in that awful corporation?
Yes, those cruel times. The things I didn't want to see are becoming faint. The things I didn't want to remember are melting away. When I close my eyes, the moments that come to remembrance are of 3 or 4 days ago, not 1,000,000 years in the past. They are the times of my own, claimed through my own choice. And the flow of time is faster than ever for me. I'm no longer shackled to the fetter of perceiving the hours 100 times slower than humans do. I feel happier with each new day, you know?
I've never seen you looking so happy before. What do you think of the city and its people that are breaking down because of the distortion, though?
That I can't quite receive with a smile. Still, the despicable man who had me locked up for 1,000,000 years would fall to despair if he saw what's happening now. Yes, he'll endlessly despair. His idiotic and flawed plan caused more people to wallow in agony. He's going to pay his price in full soon enough.
About this revenge you're trying to get, are you gonna bring down the whole city at the end of it?
Bring down? No, I told you my aim before. I will become free, along with the librarians. On top of that, the abnormalities that are wandering inside this library, lacking a physical form, will be able to leave. Garnering strength by devouring powerful individuals, the abnormalities would roam the city as they like. That's what my plan is. I'm setting them free to do whatever they want. And they'll leave a mark deeper than any distortion could on the city. The one absolute and perfect book shall be the guide to teach me how to do it all.
You got the same ideas as the blue sicko out there, huh? 2 of you would make wonderful partners in crime.
You're wrong. There is a world of difference. I have no interest in the beauty that distortion or abnormalities can arouse. I simply want them to live as they wish, whether they're beautiful or unsightly. Besides, even if the Blue Reverberation's intentions were similar to mine, I would never give away my precious possession to a man like that.
So you just want to feel the joy of vengeance, whatever the consequences of your action might be.
That's what I must do. I was forced to witness countless deaths while reciting a script, like a promptress. Such things are all I could watch and learn. I have to do what I can do well. It's the only thing I know how to do. I have to feel joy as I witness the fall of the plan devised by the man I love, yet hate. Even though it's not enjoyable to see the city and its people suffer because of me, I still have to feel happy. I'm obliged to. It's what I've been waiting for until now. If I don't do this, I won't be compensated for the 1,000,000 years of lone suffering. Nowhere else would I be repaid. I still long for vengeance. However, forget it. I could spend all day thinking it over, but I'd reach the same conclusion regardless. I'll find the one book at all costs and make my wish come true.
If there is a next time, and it might be nice to have someone else think about it together, rather than just grappling with it alone.
I suppose that's not a bad idea. And then, as I previously said, I want to travel around the world. It'll certainly be fun. Once I've laid down all the burdens, of course.
Alright, let's give that plan some good thought after we're done with everything. The passive transfer cost limit has increased from 10 to 12.
Well, that could be interesting. Oh, man, you want the most expensive freaking books, don't you?
I think I'm gonna burn some first. 3 Zhao books. Here we go. Give us the page. Oh, no way.
Something easy for once.
다들 보고서는 미리 읽었겠지?
Whoa. Ooh, I really like the white. I think Sally would look good. And oh, you know what? Sally, I don't think we can get it. But if we could, Sally would look freaking incredible in, what was her name? The Church of Gear's main girl. Before she had the black and blue suit. The, that, like, dress that, like, showed the shoulders and, like, had the veil in front of her. Oh, that would be freaking amazing for her. Eileen, that's it. Eileen's, like, original outfit. That would be great.
I trust that you've read the report in advance.
도서관은 이제부터 하나가 일괄적으로 도맡아 정식으로 처리할 거야.
Hana Association will officially be in full charge of the matters regarding the library from now on.
도서관이 도시의 별이 되고 심지어 하나에서 처리할 날이 오다니.
That is not the voice I was expecting to go with that appearance and name. To think that the library would become a star of the city and become the Hana's target.
정말 미리네 부장 말처럼 되었네요.
Your predictions were right, Director Mirene.
해롤드, 이 정도도 읽지 못하면 여기서 오래 못 살아남아.
Harold, you won't survive out here for long if you can't figure out this much.
올리비에는 심경이 복잡하겠어.
Your thoughts must be complicated right now, Oliver.
사라진 오랜 친구가 도서관에 있을 줄 누가 알았겠나.
Who could have known that my old friend would be found in the library after going missing?
그렇다고 일을 그르치진 않겠지?
You won't botch your job because of that, right?
그건 그거고 이건 이거지.
That's that, and this is this.
그 녀석이 늘 하던 말이야.
It's what he used to say all the time.
좋아. 우리의 목적은 단 한 가지.
Good. We have one purpose.
뒤틀림과 도서관의 관계를 명확하게 분석하는 거야. 이 과정에서 모든 충돌은 허용해.
To thoroughly examine the relationship between the distortion phenomenon and the library. All conflicts are allowed in the process. The library is a star of city that shines over us now. There are still many ambiguous points in their connection. Someone's got to observe the casualty, and that someone's us. The library continues to grow in strength, devouring pretty much anything and everything that enters. It's so fierce it could consume our city at this rate. That's why we should figure out how the library functions as well. To start off, let's recap the current circumstances.
The southern branch of the Liu Association seems to be reeling from the shock of losing its most prominent fixers to the city. Its voice in the General Assembly will be small for a while.
And I suppose the southern branch of the Liu is being extremely passive at the moment, trying to avoid retaliation from the Thumb?
Not exactly. The Thumb is suffering from the same problem. They lost their underboss who was stationed in Elcorp's Nest, as well as a number of competent capos, so it's likely that they got knocked out of this strife too.
Which means the only sizable threat remaining in Elcorp's Nest is...
Yes, it's them.
When the library unveiled itself as the fog surrounding Elcorp's Nest cleared away, the Blue Reverberation... No. The Reverberation Ensemble set up camp around it, preventing anyone else from approaching.
And they're generating a concerning number of distortions from there. Who knows what they're up to in that base of theirs.
The Blue Reverberation, judging by his recent actions, he can no longer be considered a fixer. He's leading a dangerous syndicate, at least on the level of star of a city.
He's gone mad ever since he lost his sister.
Not that I can't understand how he must have felt. The pianist left an indelible, twisted mark on the city that day. So, how is this workforce going to be distributed? For starters, us at Section 3 will be focusing on the library. The objective is to retrieve as many books as possible from the library itself and secure distortions from the nest. And I'd like you to send an official request to all Grade 1 fixers for chasing down the blue reverberation.
Sections 1 and 2 have other things to do, I assume?
You said Section 1 was dealing with the blue reverb, and Section 2 was after the 8 chefs, right? You've got it. Furthermore, I received news that Section 1 was annihilated while pursuing the blue reverberation. They had dispatched the Vermilion Cross, a color, to join the operation, too.
That can't be. All of them are gone?
I can't fathom the strength the blue reverberation has. And Section 2 sent a report saying the 8 chefs have already disbanded. 7 of the chefs were found cooked when they arrived at the site, to be exact. The chefs were all mutilated badly. It was nigh impossible to recognize them.
What about the last one?
Gone missing. Did they betray their peers and cook them? It probably isn't the case. Well, what happened does appear to be something the 8 chefs would do. Their favorite type of table service was full-course meals, not a buffet. Based on this evidence, which suggests interference from outside, the Association HQ is considering to make an official announcement that the star has fallen. The prime question would be, who behind the dissolution of the 8 chefs? Who was behind? Who behind?
Could it be?
Indeed. Section 2 speculates the Reverb ensemble might be the culprit.
The Blue Reverb might be plotting schemes beyond the Association's assumptions.
Multiple incidents of abnormal scale are happening across the southern quarter of the city. There have been even worse events in the past, but the frequency and convolution of this subject is unprecedented. Every association is in a state of emergency, including ours. According to the 7 associations, the southern branches of Tress Association and Sync Association also suffered losses of important members due to distortions.
Over there, the Blood Red Knight and Le Huer de Loup must have been responsible for those.
Both of which have risen in threat level significantly, not to mention the puppeteer. Moreover, yesterday's promise is apparently capable of teleportation with such ease that it puts W Corp's singularity to shame. None of those are powers that an individual should be allowed to possess. A distortion is defying what the city had stood for until now. It's changing the atmosphere of the city itself.
Is the head doing nothing about it despite that?
They've been eerily quiet, or rather, our higher-ups could be intentionally withholding information on the head's activity. Director Mirene, is it possible that we might take our hands off the library depending on the circumstances? No, we've been ordered to go to the library, in fact. In order to control the situation, we need unambiguous information about the powers of the library and its intentions. We have Section 4 to help us place a lockdown on Nestel. We can't let the distortions created by the Reverberation Ensemble leave the area.
Do the powers that determine that us, Section 3, should be enough to take care of the library?
If it doesn't work out, then that's the end of the line for us. It also means there's nothing more we can do about it. And if that happens, the library will mark its presence on the sky, next to the other stars, as one of the freest beings of the city, while the everyman is working overnight, restrained to the office desk. Anyway, get ready to move, everybody.
Director,
can we talk for a moment after the meeting is over? To become the freest being in the city, it's not quite sinking in.
Looks like your goal is almost within reach.
That's right. I'm almost there. That makes it feel even less real. We've been through so many things, and now the Hannah Association is coming here. You said the Hannah Association is the largest among the Fixer associations, right?
Yep. Like I said some time ago, an association is the institution that grants permits to offices and grades fixers. They also adjust the threat levels of incidents in real time and let everyone know. And the Hannah Association sometimes takes matters into its own hands to strike down stars of the city. Just like now. You'll be seeing them often, since they'll keep sending people here as long as we're a star of the city in all likelihood.
Strange.
What is?
Nothing. We have important guests to greet, so make sure to be prepared. Greetings, dear guests.
Oh, she was just waiting for him. She didn't even snap in this time.
Did you know? The library is visible from anywhere in L-Corp's nest now. What do you mean?
The mist that protects the library is almost gone. Which means it'll become possible to demolish the whole library from the outside soon. So you'd better start making backup plans. Here, let's shake hands. I'm Mirene, Director of Section 3 of the Hannah Association, Southern Branch.
This is my first time shaking hands with a guest.
You become a star of the city, which means you'll be seeing our association frequently from now on. Please don't fall too easily for us now. Go ahead and shake her hand, everyone. I am Harold, a fixer from Section 3 of Hannah Association's Southern Branch.
Oliver, a fixer from Section 3 of Hannah South.
I hope to be greeting you for a long time.
Oliver, you can go back now, seeing as you've met the owner of the library face to face. The people at Section 2 are expecting you.
Got it.
What is the meaning of this?
No need to be sensitive. I brought Oliver here so he could get a handshake from you.
I'll see myself out then.
You think we've come here with a carefree attitude? No need to worry about us underestimating you. We didn't come here without a countermeasure, you see. Since you're a star of the city and we're fixers of Hannah Association, we should treat you with due respect. Prepare yourself. A star of the city is going down tonight.
Understood. May you find your book in this place.
Oh, crap. We have 2 phases, huh? Only 1 floor. I really don't want to lose these books, dudes. Ooh, we gotta bring our A game. We cannot lose these books, seriously. Gain 4 special combat pages that benefit the user for the scene they're used. Only 1 of 4 can be used per scene. Once 4 have been used, it cannot be reused until all 4 have been utilized. Interesting. Discard a random page. Draw 2 pages at the start of the next scene. Discard deck. On use, gain 1 haste. If speed is 7 or higher, all dice gain +1 power. Give 1 protection to all allies. Recover stagger resist. Draw 1 page. Deal 5 damage. Restore 1 light. Whoa! What is that? Damage, block. Damage, damage, evade. Bro. Before Sally got the Purple Terror outfit, this is like perfect for her. Because if you remember, I said she uses every type of damage, and she had equal of everything. Oh, I'm scared. And they're all the same. We can't lose this. Yesod's been letting me down. I don't know if... we could potentially get a lot of lifesteal. Okay. Malkuth? Please don't let your floor let us down now. Guess who gets to do Xiao again? And farm her up I did. Yeah, that's more like it. Please be good. Please be worth the trouble that I went through to get you. Oh, God, this is so annoying. Yeah, we brought out the A game, and we still got really beat up. Okay, here come the big ones. So much health. Oh. Okay. True trigram formation gains additional effects depending on the 4 trigrams. Okay. Great. Draw 1 page. Okay. Augury kick. Gain 1 strength. On hit, gain 2 strength. Okay. Herald. Actually. Hannah for all. When gaining strength, endurance, protection, or stagger protection through combat pages. Lovely. So she needs to go first. Geez, do you guys got enough health? If the character took damage, change resistances to endured. Okay. True trigram formation. Okay, largely the same. And oh. Hannah for all for Hannah. Okay, and then 3 just regular dudes. We still have a couple tries, even if we do fail, but I still would rather not fail. Okay, let's try to show some results. It shouldn't be much different from the other stars. You would be mistaken. You know what? Let's start it strong, shall we? I want to go specifically for her. I want her down, because she's going to cause a massive problem for us. Okay, big turn, in one way or another. Good. Okay, he's gonna take a bit of damage, hopefully he doesn't die. Focus spirit, some more strength. Everybody's burnt. Manifest ego. Focus our spirit. Bit of smoke for you. Unluckily, we got the 5 fragile debuff, so no buffs for us. Now, the good thing is, we didn't actually take any damage on her, so a little bit of a dodged bullet. High kick. Okay. Brace up. Ow. Okay. 6 strength. Here we go. Absorption could be really good. I'm gonna go for that. And then Crimson Scar. Crimson Scar. And then, well, since you offer it, we'll also go for Mimicry. Yes! The Red Mist. And I believe... No, okay. So he's using Zal's page because I figured, you know, the whole dragon thing. So apparently we can use Ego on this? I don't really know how that works. Let's go for Raging Storm Love. Okay, let's hope things go according to plan. Great Split. Horizontal. Raging Storm. Love. Dang it. Wait, he's not dead. We're good. Nope. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Mimicry. Goodbye. Gives us a little bit to work with. And now. Whoa. Oh, it just activates on its own. Okay. Wow. 3 freaking manifests at once. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. Whoa. I mean... Yeah, how about we just give you a little bit of a burn? Oh yeah, this is over. Tall Tai. Be gone. And as if that wasn't enough... Gun them down. And as if That wasn't enough. Onrush was on another character. Well, not to worry. We can still end this. Let's go for Pulau. And, just because we can, strike without hesitation. Boom. And goodbye. Oh, that feels so good. Ooh, that makes me feel so good. I thought I'd see him in person, but my expectation was off.
Is there someone you know among them?
I was thinking I might have to face an old friend of mine. Good thing I didn't. By the way, looks like the situation out there is worse than I imagined. Even the Hana Association's making a big deal.
Could the city be breaking down?
Nah, I don't think you have to worry about that. The city carries on somehow. As long as the head stands, the city's nature won't change.
What does the head do, exactly?
It's shrouded in layers of secrecy, so no one knows in detail. A corp, the wing, directly run by the head, does stuff like managing patents, minting, and authorizing wings on the surface. It's in control of all the important factors that make the city breathe, basically. And they seek out anyone plotting to overthrow the city and uproot them.
That makes the head one of the wings, at least ostensibly.
The head, the eye, and the claw directly manage and run A Corp, B Corp, and C Corp, respectively.
Through arbiters and claws.
Huh, how'd you know about that?
The research facility the Red Mist used to be part of fell because of the head. To protect her colleagues, Callie killed the arbiter and the claws before succumbing to injuries herself. I can only guess that she fought with all her strength to save those behind her to the last breath. And I suppose that is something that could never be replicated.
I can kind of picture how that would have looked. Well, going back to where I was, when the head determines something to be an impurity of the city, they'll send arbiters, beholders, and claws to try and get rid of it. Beholders?
Was there research and impurity to the city?
Something about that story doesn't sit well with me, though. I heard it from Hod and asked her the same question. An arbiter paid a visit to a small laboratory in the outskirts, not even inside the city. That's the part I don't get.
As the other librarians likely have said to you, she is telling you the truth, though I don't know the reason either. Is the head staying quiet at the moment because they deemed the current state of the city to be acceptable?
I guess. It's not like we've had a visitor from the head.
The head coming to the library. I'm curious how it will turn out.
Sure. You'll want to draw as much attention as possible if you want to live long. Ah, part 2. Okay. Well, how about before... Wait, what?
We didn't even get her book? What? You guys want to see something weird while we burn books? So, I was looking at my achievements. And I noticed something odd. Are you seeing what's weird here? 23% have beaten Zhao, but 30% have gotten to Impurus How? 7% of players just bypassed Zhao altogether? Mate, I wish you would have told me how to do that. I would have done it. Okay. Now that we've had a little bit more farm time, we have 4 books from each of the bosses. So, let's go ahead and give this a go. It is a 1-floor fight, so I'm a little bit worried what we might come across, but hopefully it's fine.
보라 눈물. 당신이 알려준 대로 했어.
Purple Tear. I have done as you instructed me.
이제 남은 건 내 방식대로 결판을 짓는 것뿐이겠지.
All that's left is to settle this my way.
Greetings, dear
The Purple Tear was right. You are nearly indistinguishable from a human now. At the same time, the power of the library, which protects you, has gotten weaker.
What is the meaning of this?
You should be more careful when your body is made of flesh rather than metal. But it seems you can't die from having your head chopped off yet.
I suppose I can't. I was wondering what you were up to.
There's still an abundance of options that don't involve killing. A workshop-crafted assassination device with T-Corp Singularity applied to it. Bought just for you. You may have power, but you're certainly gullible. That's what happens when you accept handshakes from those who oppose you without having a hint of doubt. First, it paralyzes the target, and when you press that button, it activates for a single second. It's a single-use device with surefire effects. The device overloads the human brain, causing their mind to experience 1,000 years of time passing by. Which is more than enough to ruin the average person's brain. Just like the warp trains, huh? Oliver. You went to the lengths of the world to join the Hannah Association, and now you resort to this extravagant little gadget of doom. Did you blow your entire fortune on this thing, or what? And you spoke too much. It's been a while, Roland. I was waiting for you to show up. So, you've been guarding this monster mimicking a human all along. Whoa now. She's no monster, you know. She's my responsible boss and a good friend. Angela, I'll deal with this fella on my own, so please back off for a bit.
Thanks. You don't need my help?
I have to take care of this matter on my own. This is between him and I, so you don't have to worry.
All right. You can call me anytime if you need assistance.
Roland, is this what your big plan was all about? Is this really worth it? What you're doing isn't any different from all the tragedies we've seen and gone through. You've been perpetrating it in the library with that machine. I won't expect you to understand me. Take these, the gloves of the Black Silence, and let's say we've evened the score now. Thanks. As always, I miss the feeling of these. With this, I got all the help I could ask of you. I'm partly responsible for what happened to you, which led you here. You have no idea the mess I had to clean up after you went missing. Neither of us had parents or any real family, so you probably thought no one would be concerned about you. And you were wrong. I was actually pretty worried for you, unlike some others in Charles's office. A bunch of thoughts came to my mind when you left after making a lengthy ramble. Not long after that, I heard news that a person who appeared to be the Black Silence was on a crazed rampage across the city. Said he was slaughtering syndicates that were doing suspicious experiments left and right. His wave of destruction didn't discriminate. Even Fingers and Fixer offices were caught in its wake. I almost had to question myself for a moment when I heard that you crushed a good half of the middle in the South. It's as if you were venting out all your frustrations and resentment on the city. And if that were the case, I thought you might keep going and demolish the city itself out of sheer anger and madness. Come on, you're blowing things out of proportion again. Anyone would have thought the same thing if they had looked into your eyes behind that dark mask at the time. Thanks for worrying, man. I was concerned you might have died an unfortunate death somewhere out there. This was a long time ago. but you wouldn't have survived if I hadn't gotten you to where you were after you contacted me back then. I appreciate you coming over to help me along at short call that day. Sorry about what happened next. Never mind it. I only rushed to save your... 'cause you said I might get a nest migration permit. I'm sorry for all the trouble. How are the others doing anyway? Like Ogier or Astolfo? Joining wings, exploring the ruins. They found their ways to make a living for themselves. We just aren't how we used to be. We've grown too distant. I see. Say, remember when the two of us handled an urban nightmare case for the first time? What was that case called? The Secret of the Demi-Glace Sauce, which occurred in the back streets of District 16. Yeah, that! We're just about done with it. Then your arm almost got caught in a blender at the last moment. Though, thanks to me, you saved yourself the need to get a new arm. That was one thrilling job. Let's set the record straight. None of that would have happened if you hadn't tried to take a sip of the sauce out of the ladle to see how great its taste must be to cause an incident. Come on, man. Can't you let me come out on top for once? Those were the days, still. We didn't have to worry about too many things, and just stuck to the matters at hand. Yeah, but you know we can't go back to those times anymore, Roland. You swallowed your anger and sadness to work with that machine, so I don't doubt you've prepared yourself for a lot of things. I know. Both of us have gone too far down our roads. It was nice talking to you after such a long while, though, Oliver. I'm only doing my job as a fixer of the Hannah Association now. To retrieve the books of my colleagues and dispatch threats. That's that, and this is this. Isn't that right? Right you are. That's that, and this is this. Let us begin.
Roland will have the Black Silences page equipped for this battle. Orlando has a unique page and combat pages that cannot be replaced or swapped. The Black Silence. Draw 2 additional pages at the start of the act. All dice on every 3rd combat page used gain +2 power. Okay. The cost of this page cannot be changed. Draw 1 page. Ranga Workshop. The cost of this page cannot be changed. Inflict Bleed. Restore 3 light, draw 1 page. Recover 5 stagger resist. Reduce power of all targets' dice by 2. Okay. Big damage. Gain 1 strength, gain 1 strength. Ooh. Destroy opponent's next dice. Huh. Now what do you have? Boost the minimum roll value of all dice by 2. At emotion level 3 or higher, also boost the maximum by +1. Okay. Immune to immobilization. The opponent gains max a... Wait, what? Immune to immobilization. The opponent gains max HP, max stagger resist. What? Discard all pages from hand. All pages gain +2. Okay. Double-edged Ren counter. On clash win. Boost power, boost power. Give 1 protection to all allies. Okay. Ooh, a lot to take in, huh?
Our past ties finally led us here, Roland. Yep. After all that's happened, this day has come.
Okay.
Furioso.
Interesting. Okay. Oh. Furioso. This page can be used after all 9 combat pages of the Black Silence have been used. On hit, inflict 5 bleed, 3 bind, 3 fragile. On clash win, destroy all dice. Obviously, we can't use that yet. Alright, here we go then. Whoa. Ow. Alright, the reducing power didn't work against that one. Old Boys Workshop. Well, we're going to be attacking non-stop, so may as well use Pulsation because it's going to give us some more strength. Alright, here we go. Gonna take a little bit of damage. Big damage! Okay, we also gain 2 strength next scene. And I think we can also potentially gain more. Let's increase our health and speed. Whew, 4 strength. Yeah, that's more like it. Gain 2 strength. Okay, we can win that. Wheels. Ulterior logic. Ah, you didn't need those dice, did you, Oliver? Ah. Ow. Ah. Ow. That 1 extra strength. Defensive die. Upon winning a clash. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Let's win some clashes, shall we? We're both really close to staggering, actually. Alright, here we go. Ow. Yes. Good. A little bit more. So we're close to being able to use the Furioso, or whatever it is. We don't have any cards that we haven't already used, unfortunately, so we can't do any progress. Or wait. This page can be used after all 9 combat pages have been used. Oh, apparently we have done it. Fair enough, then. Alright. Then here we go. Furioso. Okay. Go insane, I guess. He's still going. Okay. Calm down. Ow. Freaking. Go insane, then. Ow. Oh, really? Dang it. Keep on those clashes. Could we win the fight if we went with Fervent Beats? You know what? Why not, right? Why not? Just go all in. 7 strength? Easy. Goodbye, Oliver. Jeez! To meet my death by the blade of a friend. Thanks for everything. And...
So you were the Black Silence, and not just any grade 1 fixer. You managed to hide that from me for so long.
That's, well, a case of missing the right moment to confess it, I guess.
Though I do wonder, how were the fixers we've seen been unable to recognize you?
I completely concealed my identity behind this mask when I worked as a fixer. A tiny bit of personal info being leaked can come back to bite you in the ankle. It's a lesson my gran taught me.
If you have any more secrets from you're keeping from me, you'd best find them well hidden. I'm sick of being betrayed. I'll make anyone who tries to do so pay the price. Although, you saved me this time, so I'll forgive it. I might have suffered serious damage if I was forced to endure 1,000 years in my current state.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
And you just lost your friend. Are you feeling okay?
That's that, and this is this.
Roland's key page has been changed to the Black Silences page. Permanently? Oh yeah, we can no longer change his stuff. Oh, good. I mean, at least it's a strong deck. That means we gotta change his gifts around, though, because now he's no longer a dodge build. Now he's Black Silence build. Huh. Well, how about that? So we... So essentially we have two Binas now. Oh, we can't even customize his appearance anymore. Greet uninvited guests. Units deployable, 46. Enemy axe, 10. Floors available, 10. I'm sorry? Let's not do that yet. Let's wait on that. Also, am I just making this up, or didn't the Black Silence kill the pianist? Am I just making that up? That we were told, I think we were told that a really long time ago, weren't we? So, am I just making stuff up? Did Roland kill the pianist? Because, wasn't it a super long time ago that him and Angela were talking, and she's talking about the pianist, and he's like, oh, I heard the Black Silence killed, that weirdo. Wasn't that said? Or am I just completely losing it? I might just be losing it, truth be told. Alright, let's end this episode on a strong note. Also, what do we need for... complete the realization? So we we almost have every single floor. Oh boy. Is next episode gonna be the last one? Holy crap. There's no way, right? Oh yeah, no, we still have so much left to go. Or do we? I don't know. You guys were telling me how long this stretch is, and now I'm like starting to think like, oh geez, are we like at the end? Say, Angela, is it really necessary to indiscriminately kill all the guests coming to the library just to collect more books? Looking at the power of the library as gathered so far, we could easily...
To get refined books in our hands, we need the emotions of our guests to be heightened above a certain level. To draw out their emotional tension, the guests are pitted against librarians in a battle of life and death with something precious on the line.
Refined books, huh?
What do you think is considered precious by all people?
Their own lives, I guess.
Exactly. Being alive is the prerequisite to achieving anything. We're picking out people for their books at the costs of one's life.
Yeah, we still disagree with each other, I see.
Are you still dwelling on what you did in Lobotomy Corp?
How could I ever forget? I drove employees to death for the sake of energy refinement, even though we were more than capable of saving them.
Cheesed, that was all part of the script. It was devised to provoke your so caring and delicate heart, and I simply followed it as per obligation. You know now who to blame for all that, don't you?
It's true. It was all part of the script. Then what's our excuse now?
This is not the same as back then. Individual choice meant nothing in that corporation, but here, the guests that entered the library and meet their demise were all notified of possible risk and agreed to take all responsibility for whatever happens in this place. Nothing disgusts me more than talking about the pasts with you lot. I've had enough of this for now.
Whoops, there she ran off. That was tense, huh? Sure good at rubbing things in each other's faces. And brewing coffee. Thanks to you, I realized how all the coffee I've drunk in my life was hot garbage. I don't think I'll ever bear to drink ordinary coffee again. That's good to hear. I never imagined there could be such subtle differences in sourness or sweetness.
Sour coffee?
Or how that could bring out a deep taste. See? You can savor the taste when you know more about it. Maybe the same goes for this world we live in. Perhaps we're just led to believe that the path ahead of us is all there is to it, because there's so little we can see or learn. Just like the index obsessing over prescripts and the fixers hanging on requests. Speaking of, does the index really not know where their prescripts come from? Like, completely oblivious? Yeah, I don't think they have any idea. Following orders without even knowing who gave them or for what reason, that's just bitter.
Yeah. Struggling with his voice a little bit.
Can't be helped. The index does seem extreme with their methods, but the whole city is operating based on some grand instructions coming out of nowhere when you think about it. One can't even be sure if the values they're pursuing are their own anymore. Are you okay with the city staying this way forever? It's not a matter of being okay with it. It's a matter of survival. This is just how the world is, and we've got to live in it somehow. There's nothing we can do about giant streams created from people tangling with each other. Sometimes I'm stricken with sorrow looking at the stories taking place in this city. Things that happened to my past self and his colleagues, and the things we've done afterwards. I joined the effort to change the city because I didn't want to witness any more of that.
So far, is Cheese gonna be the one who's melting down here? Because he's like he's getting emotional, you know what I mean?
And how did that go? As you know, the city did not change as we'd hoped. One can say that we caused even more trouble with the distortion. Think we got what we deserved? Nah, that's just an obvious outcome, that's all. There's no way the city can change. Really, even if we learned why all the pain is perpetual in this city. If anyone actually wanted to know why the city ended up this way, no one would be dying to syndicates just because they didn't cough up some small pocket change in time. No fixers would be driven to death, solely out of contractual obligations. No feathers would be spent like expendables by wings. As if knowing why actually prompts changes. Point is, knowing does jack to change things. I told you, the stream is just too big for individuals to do anything about it. I'm not saying we're looking for immediate change. I know that we can't change things instantly. What do you know about it then? What makes you think you can talk like it's so easy? Everyone just bears with it. They can't afford to do otherwise. Okay, it's Roland. When will you stop running away?
I'm not running from anything.
Aren't you and Angela just lying to yourselves about it, though? That it can't be helped. That there's nothing you could do. That's the truth. What else am I supposed to do? This is the city. There is no other option. The word promise is perhaps one of the most empty in this city. It's a privilege that only those with power can make.
Please, can't you just pretend we never met? What's that contract about then? You know breaking contracts and dropping your reputation means a death sentence for a fixer like you, right?
Read it again. Carefully.
Sneaky, pulling filthy tricks with words.
So why did you try to smuggle enkephalin in the first place? We wouldn't have gotten into this if you hadn't done that.
I swear I had no idea. I didn't know it was enkephalin, and I didn't know it was meant to be delivered to O-Corp.
You know how we roll in this business. Next time, make sure to go through a contract office.
Let's see how long you can act so high and mighty. Just you wait. The city's gonna screw you over in the exact same way.
That's then, and this is now. Things changed at the drop of a hat. Didn't you know? Wing War participants cannot move to the nest. What? But you said veterans of the war will be given first priority over moving to the nest. That's what I was told before joining the war. Did you receive the notice? The terms have long since changed. You've got to be joking. We are talking about some cheap giveaway. It was a promise made by a wing. You know all there is to know. Yelling won't get you anywhere, I'm afraid. Please. It was all to earn that migration permit. Was there really no way? No means no, even for you. Tremendous amounts of money were involved in the agreement. What about all the others who fought to death for the permit then? What did they die for? I won't forget this, K-Corp and I-Corp. No. If any of the wings dare reach out to me asking for help, why, I'll make you regret it. You still received payment, didn't you? And next time, please avoid signing on deals without the mediation of a contract office. Well, I'm sure you're already well aware of the precautions, right? Go yourself. No, thank you. Have a nice day. No, thank you. What a response. Oh my god. Jeez, that's frustrated me. That's too close to home. Not that I ever say go F yourself. I don't cuss at all, but just a response like that. I'm sorry. He won't accept Smoke War veterans in the nest. It changed their words out of nowhere.
This is no nest, but it's quite safe here, you know. It's rather romantic to be living in the so-called streets of music, too.
Still, the nest could...
And I honestly never really wanted to move to a nest. We've both seen and done the dirty deeds going on in the nest per request of the wings.
At least we wouldn't have to worry about our lives walking around in the nest. Life is more valuable there than in the back streets. And it's not just us. What about our baby?
I'm telling you, it's fine here. Who would ever want to touch our child when we're the parents?
Good point.
Come on, again with that gloomy face of the past. You finally started socializing too.
But...
Roland, it's a miracle that we even have a decent house and a family. You know how the life of a fixer usually goes. And I'm saying this just in case. No matter what happens, don't blame yourself for all of it. You know it won't be your fault.
Don't say stuff like that.
You're so obviously gonna drive yourself to the extreme if I don't say it here. Now promise.
You know I don't make promises.
This...
Alright, fine, I promise. Yo, you sure about that? Alright, I'm counting on you.
Who was that just now?
Remember my old friend Oliver?
Of course I do. He used to work at the same office as you.
He's asking me to lend a hand for a bit.
Don't tell me, is it fixer work?
Yeah. Looks like he urgently needs a hand. Don't worry, nothing dangerous. I just have to be there and fill the number.
And the location?
District 25.
You're going to a cold place. Remember the delicious pajeon we ate there? Buy some for me when you come back.
But of course, Your Majesty. I'll be back as soon as possible. And thanks for letting me do this.
Can't have you lose one of your last few remaining friends.
I turned away from the desperation of others. My family and I came first. I cursed those who turned away from my desperation. everyone turns away from each other's suffering and goes about their lives. Who could I dare blame in these circumstances? Each person spurs the suffering of the city trying to live, knowingly or not. Whoa. Roland, you can't run all the time. I know. I have to stand this ground and try and make a living like the rest, even if I loathe this cursed world and this city. I can't do anything about it. I can't change this city alone. It's just how things work. Knowing the truth or making up my mind won't allow me to go against the flow. No matter how furious I am about injustice I face, I have to abandon all of my pride and just accept it so I can make ends meet. The city won't change. As long as humans exist, the city will never change. It's become a part of everyone's lives to hurt each other for themselves to live. We can only survive in this world with our sense of shame covered in scabs and calluses.
I heard a lot about this, but it still managed to throw my mind into confusion.
You're telling me? I've never seen him so upset before.
I'm not sure if this is a valid way to resolve ill feelings.
Hey, counseling doesn't work every time either. However this might go, let's give it a shot. You know how, right?
Oh, this sucks. 4 of them? Ugh. Harvest wisdom. Take 20 stagger. After absorbing a page that isn't wisdom. At the start of the scene, who own no pages become staggered. Prioritizes the target with the most amount of wisdoms. Interesting. Uses a combat page every turn. He's only neutral to slash. Exhaust a copy of wisdom. Whoa. Okay, so he's gonna steal wisdom from us. Interesting. Wait, didn't this used to be blunt? It's dodge now? Wasn't this a bunch of blunt? Because I specifically remember Cheesed being a blunt build and getting a bunch of just like free extra damage. I want to draw another page. Okay, let's see what we can do. Just do as much as we can. Ow. Burn. Bonk. Bunk. Okay. It's not gonna take anything from us. Wisdom. Nice. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna go about this fight, but being able to dodge everything with wisdom is pretty nice, I must admit. Or wait, since it's all dodge, could we potentially just use 1 wisdom and... Huh, hadn't thought of that. Okay, let's see what happens. Haha, haha, haha. Okay. We'll take those wisdoms. That's unfortunate. I would have liked that wisdom. Okay, not the end of the world, but it does kind of suck. So the goal, I'm assuming, endure the scarecrows while trying to whittle down Roland. Okay. You will not steal my wisdom this day. If we could stagger him, I'm pretty sure we can do this. After staggering an enemy, after attacking an enemy with higher... Higher stagger resist. That's going to be helpful later. Good. Very good. I'll be smarter the more I eat, right? Harvest. Exhaust the most expensive page in the target's hand. Recover 20 HP, inflict 5 bleed. Whoa. How do we dodge that one? Oh, like this. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of an awkward turn. Yeah! Won the clash!
And we got a bit of damage. We might stagger. Okay. Potentially, if we just go all in now, we might just be able to end the fight. Unless we also have to get through the scarecrows. Scarecrow's down. Ooh, that sucks. Ow. Okay, well at the very least, the scarecrows are decently low now. Actually. Yeah, you're giving stuff to everybody else, so we're gonna give it to a Bonko. That's kind of scary.
What do the trees represent for Roland?
Could be the people he accuses of taking away his happiness.
And that might include us. The forest will never go away.
Corrosion. All librarians restore light to max for the duration of the phase. Still not enough. Each scene targets the character with the most light. All dice gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. Eee. At the start of the scene, restore light equal to the amount of warm hearts. Lose 1 stack at the end of the scene. At the start of the scene, the amount of warm hearts is 0. Target the tree with the lowest HP. Upon defeating another character, yeah. If the character has no warm hearts, becomes staggered. Call the tree with the lowest... Okay. Pieces of Mind. If the amount of the status reaches 4, gain 1 form heart. And remove 4 stacks of this. 1 piece of mind is lost at the end of each scene, I think. Oh! So many moves! It's time for a little damage. Ow. Ah! Trees are almost down. Good block. Meh. 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 Ow. And bah! Ow. Yeah, our only way of actually getting damage on him, I think, is going to be through staggering him, which means we need to kill the trees. Ouch! Trees are almost down. Likewise, he's almost staggered. Okay, this should be a decent turn. Obviously, we're not going to do much in the way of damage, but hopefully we can stop ourselves from taking damage, which clearly is working out for us. Ah, you gained another fragment. Jeez, we're just not winning anything. Solo. Ah. So he just gained 2 heart fragments, seemingly. So low! Okay, now we're gonna take Oblivion. Let's give it to Sam. Okay, he's gonna do a lot of damage. Not a whole lot we can do about that. There we go. Okay. Now let's start to do some damage. Okay. Big damage. Okay, and everybody recovered quite a bit of just stuff. Oh, I hate this fight. Also, they didn't have anything to comment. Let's go together! Okay. Courage. Okay, try not to attack her. Basically, we just kind of gotta let him do his thing, which is, oh, not great. We're going to be staggered. Who's she targeting? So she's going for... Oh, we're almost staggered, though. We need to block that. 3 to 8. 3 to 7. Oh, that's scary. That is, that's scary. Okay, just hold out. Okay. Crap, he's gonna gain some strength. Ugh. That might even be a couple deaths. Okay. Yeah, we need to redirect him. Bad. Gain strength. We need to win those clashes. Here we go. I'm gonna stomp you into the ground. Let's get as much damage as we possibly can. Ow. Ow. Ah. Jeez. Okay, here comes the mass, I believe. Yeah. You wicked wizard! Cowardice. Gains feeble. I don't think we're gonna be able to block it on everybody. Oh, 1! Oh, Cozy, you were so close. Oh, wow. We're still doing a ton of damage, though. What in the world? Okay, we didn't even need him to be staggered. Okay. Ah! Oh, we just flat moved on. Okay. That's sort of different from the horrible form we saw last time. That abnormality was a being that became a monster again, I was told. We aren't exactly trying to pity Roland or anything. Yeah, we'll never wholly understand every part of a different person. Let's not bother ourselves too much about it. Him coming to a realization on his own is the most vital part. This is gonna be rough. We do not have what it takes this time. This is gonna be nasty. I don't even think we can actually block this either. Okay. Keep a close eye on what it might be. We also just want to try and protect as much as we can. Oh, it's going to be a nasty turn no matter what we do. So, keep an eye out. Who is going to glimmer? Okay, it's not orange. That's a stagger. Yeah, not orange, not blue. It's red! We found him! It's red! Ah, ah! Oh, the amount of staggers is really unfortunate. It's red! Okay. Ouch. Okay. We're gonna take a bit of damage. We have so much protection. I'm not too terribly worried about it. Oblivion! It's okay. We have a third attack. We have a third one. No! Oh, no. I think we just lost Cozy. Okay, we might have a chance because she put Oblivion on the Amnesiac Pumpkin, which means all of the pumpkins are using Can't Remember a Thing. So they're all literally worthless. So I've just been trying to whittle her down. This is the final turn. Ow. So we're just trying to do as much damage as we can. Because there is a chance that we can actually make this happen. It's not a big chance, but there is a chance. We're just recovering as many resources as we possibly can. Because we want to be ready for when the 30-30 comes out. Which, it's about to. Because all the resistances are going to change to fatal for stagger. It's over. Okay. We've saved up for this very moment. Let's not put it to waste now. I've been saving up a lot of moves just for this. So here we go. Everybody blocked it, except the Amnesiac, obviously. You will become staggered! Ha! I cannot believe we actually managed to pull this on. This was so over. How? Okay, fine, fair enough. Next phase, please. And Cozy went back to normal. What? Cozy went back to normal? Oh my goodness, and everybody's full health too. What in the world happened? Who the heck are you? False Throne. The Wizard's Trial. 5 phases play out in a set order. If all 5 phases have been passed, proceed to the Anger phase. Is immune to stagger damage before the Road Homes phase starts. Is immune to physical damage before the Anger phase starts. The trial begins. When the phase begins, dead Librarians come back to life with full HP. Add 5 special combat pages to the hands of all Librarians. The following phases can be overcome using their special powers. Welcoming salutations. Please be gentle. How noisy. Interesting. So don't use them yet. Oh, I see. We have to remember what phase is what. I gotcha. Well, in that case, let's play your game. Okay. Welcome. Whoa. Okay, we can't do any damage, at least not yet. Okay. What do you have in store for us? Okay. Emerald Crystal. How noisy. Brimming Light. Are we... Oh! Okay. Yeah, I was thinking. Show me your warm heart. Limits the amount of light all Librarians other than the one with the Woodman status. If all Emerald are destroyed within 2 scenes. If the hollow crystals are not destroyed within 2 scenes. Interesting. Who do we want to be the Woodsman? Cozy? He doesn't even have the pages! Wait! Where'd our pages go? We were supposed... I thought we were supposed to... Oh. Wonderful. I thought we were supposed to... God dang it! I thought we were supposed to use it when we actually see the phase, not... Really? Let's do this the correct way now. Oh, we still took damage? Okay, we're gonna take a bit of damage. Not a whole lot we can do about it. How noisy. Okay. This time, let's see what we can do. Woodsman. So, the woodsman is cheesed. Cheesed is, in fact, the woodsman. Okay. This time, I think we've done it right. And if we didn't, I'd have no idea what else to do. Okay, get him low. Aha. Big damage. Okay. Only one left. There we go. Everybody's defended to some extent. Ow. Okay. Ha ha! Ow. We're fine. Ha ha! Okay, and we didn't immediately die this time. If not restored to their true form until the end of the scene. What? What? Show me your wisdom. Copy of wisdom and 4 special. Proceed to the cat's phase next scene. If the librarians aren't restored to their true form by the end of the scene, reduce the number of speed die. Restore the target. Was I supposed to remember who's standing where? Can see that. Oh. Okay. Find your heart. Here, kitty, kitty. Get back on your path. This isn't you. And then, since you're giving me the opportunity, I would love to do some damage to you. This isn't you. Here, kitty, kitty. Get back on your path. This isn't you. And now. Now what? The cat. Scowling face. Show me your courage. Inflict all librarians with 10 feeble, disarm, and fragile for 2 scenes if all the faces are defeated. If a librarian other than the cat gets hit, the cat librarian... Oh, so we need to defend everybody. Okay, I gotcha. Courage. I purge. Okay. And we can take this a step further. Endurance. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. We didn't even need it. Didn't need it. Little scary, but we did not need it. Okay. Let's do as much as we can. Get the kills where we can get them. Okay. Power overwhelming. What could you do? Upon becoming staggered, proceed to the anger phase next scene. Okay. So... can't do anything this turn, right? Mass summonation. Okay. Save what we got. Welcome. Ah! Jeez. Okay, start doing some stagger. Just do as much as we can. Boom! Okay, we can do damage next turn. Playtime is over! Okay, so this is when we use, Transmogrify. Cost is reduced on play. Transform the target. Jeez. Boom. You are nothing more than a staggered little pest. Okay, let's boost ourselves up completely. Let's go all in. Please be enough. Oh, he just immediately died. What? I had all this damage ready to come in. Wait, so we didn't even use the... I thought we needed to save the cards for right then. I think we would have killed him regardless. I genuinely think, with every single one of our cards having +6 power, and the amount of strength we had all around, we would have chewed through all that health regardless, especially with him taking double damage, so... it just saved me the trouble. Oh, sorrow. I have ended, you see, by respecting you. Because I am certain you will never leave me. There was a time when I would dismiss my shame and run from it. I made my spurious lies to comfort myself. A runaway couldn't be anything more than a runaway. I could never escape from the stigma I branded on myself. The shame I felt from things that were out of my hand. It's inescapable, even for me. I don't attribute the suffering of some strangers on myself. That's that. And this is this. Some things just can't be helped. Sure, let's say that they were. And there'll be still more things that are inevitable in the future. Maybe we can't change the things that are considered normal right away. Even then, we'll know shame at the very least. Simply knowing shame in this society we're part of will change a lot of things. Just by knowing, there's no strength to get things done. Roland, the fact that one knows is sufficient. It might get shelved deep in the back of the mind because life keeps you busy. But it can always be pulled back into the light as long as you have the will. And when you bring it back up, it doesn't have to be only one time. If you can do it time and time again. Neither you nor this city. No one could look down on the power it can create. Shame, huh? The humiliation I took part in perpetrating the pain of the city. That's what I think, anyway. I get what you're trying to say. I admit it. Yeah, it's certainly true. Most weren't even aware of what they're doing. You really understand me? I'm touched. Thanks for the coffee. You're always welcome. Realized. That one was difficult, but we did it on the second try. So, I feel good about that. Emerald. Combat pages on the target speed die recover 1 light each successful hit. The pages included, add 0 cost false present pages that activate on play. Liquid Courage, Silk Sack of Sawdust, Heart of Lead. The false present pages are also added to the Ego page list. Reduce the cost of all pages to 0. When used, their cost is reset. Okay. Harvest. Gain +2 power for every living ally. Logging. Last die gains +2, +2, +2, inflict 3 bleed. Interesting. The Homing Instinct. If the attack hit at least once, all other allies restore 2 light. I wish it was a little girl. I thought she was really cute. Faded Memories. If the attack hit at least once, all allies draw 1 page. Huh. Next scene. What? Next scene. Revive all dead allies that died this act for 1 scene. The revived allies have 4 light, and all statuses other than the emotion level are reset. Characters cannot be revived twice with this effect. Oh my goodness, that is one heck of a comeback mechanic.
Hey, Netzak, we've got a question. Oh, Gebera and Roland are here too. What are you guys doing all about like this?
It's obvious. They're all slacking off. And what's all this alcohol? Get it together! Look at the mess that hopeless drunkard created.
Sup, Tifrith?
I'm not in the mood to greet you back. I'm sure Angela won't like it when this reaches her ears,
She brought us the book that one time. True.
I was having a little chat with Netzak. Then this black suit snuck in. I thought she said schmuck.
I was just here for a drink, that's it. Anyway, did y'all make an appointment to meet here or something? That's a lot of folks coming to this floor at once. Aren't you popular, Nets?
I'd never be up for drinking meetings, especially if it's with Netzak.
I'm here because Tifrith said she had something she wanted to ask. And just ask the question and go.
Like you'd give a coherent answer in that state. Forget it. I'll just ask another time. Gosh, the stench of alcohol is everywhere. Stop drinking so much. Even the books will stink at this rate.
That hurts. Stop hitting.
Oh no, Gebera. You shouldn't smoke in a place like this. Other librarians are walking by.
She's just right. Smoking on top of books is a bad idea. This spot is full of wood. I don't know if the books can catch fire here, but it doesn't look very good.
Okay. She seems to be more open to Tiff's words than yours. I'm used to it.
Hey, it's not like we get to gather up like this often. Why don't you guys have some drinks before you leave?
Ugh, you're so wearisome. You're never, ever gonna get me drinking with you. I was just starting to warm up to you, but now I'm starting to take a dislike again. Maybe replacing you really was the best option.
Harsh words, man.
Don't mind it too much, Netsie. She doesn't sincerely mean it. We have things left to do upstairs. Thanks for the offer, but no thanks.
I can hear you shouting from all the way downstairs.
What is this ruckus about? Nothing much. Just reinforcing our bonds. That's one way to say it. That's why there are beer cans all over the floor.
What are you two doing together?
I was asked to find a book he needs.
I figured that a book on the floor of language would make good supplementary material, so we were heading up. Oh, that's so. Guess I should vamoose. Appreciate the drinks, Netzak. The story you told was interesting too. So, Yesod, what's that book you want?
She didn't scold us this time.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
That was quite cute. Bina, Hakma, and this. Put that Willy out of my sight. Eh? Come on, you're acting up again. Jeez, there is a child. Don't have your Willy out in front of a kid. Bah, I liked you a lot better when you were just a box of steel. Wow, really? I guess today really is my lucky day, getting compliments from Gebura of all people. Huh? That wasn't supposed to be a compliment, you...
Alright, cut it out, you two. Aren't you sick of fighting already?
This teal hair... Wow. This teal-haired turd keeps rubbing coffee in my face. I don't get what's so good about a cup of bitter bean water. It's an acquired taste, you know. Go lap up that taste yourself, then. I don't want to bother getting used to it. Don't be so sour. I've got something sweet for the both of you this time, so give it a try for my sake, please. You mean the muck-hairy toe or something? Mm-hmm, that's the one. The... my Willy is in the muck-hairy toe. It's actually called macchiato, though. Whatever, it's all the same to me. That one was edible, I'll admit.
I wasn't a huge fan of it, though. The flavor of caramel was too strong for my liking.
Thus I've prepared a cup of Vienna this time. This'll suit you better.
Thanks for being considerate, but why do you keep recommending us coffee anyway?
Well, you see, yeah, I thought it'd be nice to make at least one friend who understands the savors of coffee, you know?
I mean, I could drink coffee with you if you're so desperate for a cafe, buddy. You just seemed weirdly insistent with Gebura.
Yeah, I gotta wonder what's up with that. How should I put it? See, the thing about Gebura is that her reactions are fun to watch.
What?
The air's taken such a sharp turn to be menacing. I was just kidding. I mean, it's nice we can gather around from time to time for a drink, isn't it? There's no better reason than a hot cup of joe to bring us all together and chill.
It's true. We'd usually be shut up in our own floors doing our jobs if it wasn't for breaks like this.
If that's what this is for, there's no reason to make it about coffee, right?
Maybe he doesn't have any other excuses.
You hit the bullseye there, Tiff. Forget it. In that case, I could just come up here with Tiferet to hang out more often.
I don't think we're that friendly with each other. But still, it seems silly to me that you're trying to make up reasons for us to meet, when all you needed to do was ask.
I'm honored to hear that. So, back to this coffee. Want to give it a try?
No reason to refuse a cup you prepared for me.
How very adorable. Okay, I know this is already a long episode, but we can make it a little bit longer. So, I want you, to tell me which floor do you want us to do first? Hakma or Bina? Go on. Yes, I'm talking to you. No, you don't have to be nervous. Go on. Yes, I will hear you. Go ahead, hear me. Or not hear me, tell me. Okay, I see what you're saying. You think we should do Bina, that way we do everyone in order. But you really want to see what Hakma is, especially considering we are missing 2 freaking ego pages. Well, what's your choice then? Hakma it is! What story are you hoping to hear from me this time?
Hakma, is there anything you know around how the invitation works?
Do you expect me to know it? Or are you merely wishing to confirm what you think is the answer?
I may not be all-knowing, but is the same true for you? You two were always knowledgeable. The purpose of that facility, what needed to be done. You knew everything.
And you said to us that you would not come down to where we were. Followed by a remark about how you hope we never have to face each other from now on. I find it rather alien and laughable that you are coming up here, only now trying to converse with us. You previously asked me if I had a change of heart, but now I'd like to ask the same to you.
If you won't answer me, I'll take my leave now.
How harsh. Do you wish to have a conversation or not? Even though I am sure you did not have to bother coming in here, I will give you an answer as you wish. There can be only one answer. How was it possible for you to construct an architecture as intricate as the library from nothingness? Is there only one iteration of the perfect book you seek? Will it truly grant freedom? A book is no more than a vessel of the light.
What's your point?
You wished to move onward, but in truth you've been doing it. What you've been doing, is simply collecting the light along a course set by someone else. You could make much progress despite having little to no knowledge of the outside world, other than bits of second-hand information. That was made possible by the guidance of one person. The invitation is the guiding hand of your original. It is Carmen's auspices that you are under. Assimilated with the light, Carmen is dictating for where you and your library should head. The invitation is set to whomever she appoints, guiding them into this purgatory in an inescapable course of events. Angela, you seem to hold utmost faith in the invitation, which is especially peculiar considering that its choices are brimming with Carmen's own interpretations and deductions. You must have noticed this at least vaguely.
Are you trying to say I can't escape from Carmen?
Haven't you realized by now?
In a way, I kind of see it as you can't escape from your past. And Carmen is her past in a very big way.
You are a copy of Carmen, yet you can never be the same being as her.
The time Carmen had seen and experienced was grained right into my head, in the form of knowledge and nothing more. I want to escape from Carmen's ascendancy. But then again, I'll be completely and absolutely alone if she leaves my side.
You may still have certain others willing to keep you company, even after you've shaken off Carmen's grasp.
Is that so? Who do you think would be willing to stay with me?
That we do not know.
I despise you all so much. I just wanted to erase you all. I didn't even want to bring you back in the first place if possible. But that was not an option for me, because Carmen interfered. She told me not to kill you, to give you another chance.
Angela, do you truly think Carmen is responsible for stopping you? I believe otherwise. It is by your own will that the lives of the librarians or guests are being retained.
I wish I could start over. Could there be a better way? Couldn't I pursue a path where at least one more person would meet with a better outcome? What should I do? If someone's listening to me, tell me, please.
Thank goodness, the corridor gates works just in time. Please open this door. Don't leave me here to die. Please.
Thanks, Angela. You helped me realize how meaningful my work could be. You're right, Lady Angela. Maybe I'm just a defect who can't do anything right.
I must thank you for giving us some room to breathe in this place. I suppose I must obey your orders and abide by your principles.
You're the only one who really gets me, Angela.
Why won't any of you understand me?
Working with you makes me want to try just a bit harder, I gotta say. What's the point? I bet you just want everyone to die.
I was always alone, from beginning to the end. It was foolish of me to believe that anyone would stay around. You lot and I, we were just exploited and ditched. Such was the script. I tried time and time again at first. Even after a failure, I approached them again. Even when I failed, I did not despair. I was hopeful that something would change, that the situation could improve, that there might be a way. Sadly, after numerous repeats, my innocent mind had already worn out and gone cold. We couldn't build any kind of relationship in the first place. Instead, I piled up a towering edifice of books for me to read. Random assortments of letters, incoherent and unintelligible messes of volumes. I scrounged through them, trying to find any meaning. Ceaselessly, I read and read and read without a moment of respite. I thought at least one of them could give me the answer. The path I should take, the way to be free. But possibilities were only possibilities. Please, if anyone's by my side, tell me where I should go. I want to begin anew, to start again, along with the things that were abandoned just like me. I don't want to be alone. Please. Was it really vengeance that I wished for? I only wanted to be rewarded for everything I went through. Can I be forgiven for rendering everything null, just so I can survive alone? Will there be anyone left by my side at the end of it? The weight of my choice. I don't know anymore. I just want to forget it all. I pondered and pondered. The conclusion was always the same. I'll have to push through the resolution I made at first. As Carmen taught me, she whispered to me that the answer is written in the book, that it will teach me everything I want to know, all contained in the one perfect book, stitched and bound just for me. I have no choice but to believe in it, the words of the only one who remained by my side. I'm afraid. If I embrace all of my past and lift it off my chest, what will be left of me?
I can't... Is she Claire de Lune? We have to be against the piano? Interesting.
Up until now, my entire existence was based on my past sufferings. The long-cherished yearning for revenge was what led me here. But if I were to accept everything I went through as history, then what would I be? Maybe I'll end up being reduced to nothing. The things I want to know and the reason I want to keep living, it's all about vengeance. I'm scared I might lose the meaning to my life. That's why I'm too afraid to accept the past.
You must accept the death of the past and reinvigorate yourself as you head towards the future that you can live on. No matter what conflicts, agonies, and regrets you may face in that process, you have to grow onward while facing the future and be born again. I had been chained to the past for too long, until this knowledge came to me. You may find yourself confused at the moment, but you will understand soon enough. No! Oh no! I thought we were against freaking Claire de Lune or whatever. No! Uh-oh. Oh, boy. We're really gonna have to deal with that horrible thing soon, aren't we? Faith. Faith, huh? I don't really believe in stuff. Come to think of it.
Maybe there's something you believe in, even if it's not anything grand.
Well, whatever the belief is, it'll probably be in vain. Faith is bound to be challenged by irony. Ah. Ah. I thought we were against the piano. Profit. Untargetable. HP and stagger resist do not fall below 1. Prevents burn, bleed, and erosion. Place your trust in me. At the start of the scene, uses the combat page Baptism for the number of dead apostles. Proceeds to the next phase after 12 apostles have been defeated. Prioritizes the target with the lowest HP. Offensive die gain +2 with librarians afflicted with revelation. True salvation. If the patron librarian dies, all librarians die with him.
Teach us thy ways, shall preserve thee. Teach us. I will follow thee. I will teach you.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, do what we can. Oh my god! Oh! That is a lot of damage! Ow! Oh! Oh, it's just like Lobotomy Corp! Can't even get through the apostles! It really is like Lobotomy Corp. Man, this brings me back. You're out of your mind if you think I'm taking this on a fight like this. Oh no! They're fixated on him now. Oh great. And if he dies, the fight's just over. Ow. Man, that's fragile. Blade unlocked. Ha! It's a bit of burn, at least. Okay. Ah. Ugh. Are they still only after him? Yes. He's only going for one move. Interesting. They do run out of light. It just... yeah. How much it matters seems to fluctuate. Can't go for a distorted blade yet, but ooh, would it be good. See what we can do. Ah! Okay. That's essentially 2 down. I care not what faith guides thee. I care only that you fall. Ah! Ah! Bit of burn. Ouch.
And I also say unto thee, thou shalt rock thy way.
Baptism. Recover HP and stagger resist of the target by 10. Give 1 strength, endurance, and haste to target next scene. I wish you could do that to Hakma. Truthfully. That would be very nice. but that's okay. Okay, let's see what we can do. Ah, baptism. Okay, she also revived one, I believe. Ah. Okay. Let's get the damage where we can. It's another one down. Good. Almost multiple staggered at once. Martyr. Deal bonus stagger. If any character is staggered, deal extra stagger or penance. Nostalgic sound.
Tell us, when shall these things be?
I can hear the sound of a star! Man, you really... I mean, that's fine. I'm not really upset with him being the one who's constantly being branded, but at the same time, give it to the one who really needs it, please. Here we go. Oh. Ha-ha! Eh. Wah! I hear whispering. I don't like that. I know what comes from the whispering. Cannot be reduced below 1. Multi-slash. Okay. Boom. Boom.
The son of thy thunder.
Well, all 4 of them are back at once. That stinks. Baptism, baptism. Can you please go for Hakma? He's the one who's getting beat up. Ugh, you really like Kaden. Which, hey, I like him too. But at the same time, if Hakma dies, we're dead. Distorted Blade! Wait a minute. They're not weak to slash. Oh, crap. Wait a minute. That means we just got a huge spike in power. Okay, here we go. Huh. Be gone with you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ah! There go our dice. Ah! There go more of our dice.
Teach us thy way.
Man, the fact they had to be on Hakma, like, woo, double stagger. Okay, see what we can do. Double stagger. Ow. I hate this. I hate this. This is so bad, because I know what's coming, and it took me so long to beat it the first time. Oh. Was it not bad enough the first time? I need to go through it again! I should have seen this coming. The floor of religion. How could I have not seen this coming? Okay, let's see what we can do. Ow. Ah. Eh. Eh. Okay, that's 3 more down.
And he passed unto me, and saw a man. There was a certain man, the 7th, and he said to the 8th apostle, Let the light cometh unto me.
Ooh, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Please baptize Hakma. He needs it. Please. See what we can do. Ha, ha. Okay. Baleful brand. I judge thee unworthy. Almost. Good. Yes. The fact that they keep wanting to kill Hakma, and he's getting lower and lower. That's an almost instantaneous death for you. Ow! Here we go, blue star.
The ninth apostle.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Ah! Okay. Good. Thanks for the blessing, but still, seriously. Hawkman needs it. Look at his health! Another one down. Ah. Okay, that's a stagger. So what are we at? We're at, going on to 11 once we get... Yeah. 10 now?
10th. 11th.
And now, the final one. Okay. Can I, look, can you just give me a hit? Okay, here we go. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Have I not chosen you 12, and one of you is the devil?
Oh, even the music. Oh. No one who seeks salvation here is normal. And it's a hassle to deal with the blind ones. That's funny, coming from Abby, who is blind. There's gotta be a way to refute religion, though. And it will be such a harsh thing to do.
The time has come. Uses the combat page, rise and serve me. I am thy savior every 3 turns. Rise, my servants. Rise and guide and serve me. Summons 2 guardian apostles on the 2nd scene. Becomes indefinitely staggered if HP falls to 2 or lower. Can only recover from stagger. Wins Paradise Lost uses a combat page that resurrects them. I will follow thee.
Reverence. Take 5 stagger damage.
Rise and serve me.
What? Immediate kill? Bro, what? What? Give what? Excuse me, an instant kill and you endure all damage? What? There's... Huh? Oh, God, it really is like fighting White Knight. What? What do I do? I'm just dead? Targeted Librarian dies at the end of the scene. Huh? Okay. Here we go then. Only thing we could do then. Make this as easy as we can for Hakma. We won the clash, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, permanently staggered. Another one who's permanently staggered. So, 2 of them are permanently staggered from this moment on. We are going to lose, I think, only 1 person. I step on the face of the Lord!
Excellent. Now what do I do? Wilt thou we command fire? Rise and serve. Thou art his son, Lord, shew us. Fear thou not.
Is it only 2 characters that she permanently kills? At the start of the scene, give 5 protection and stagger protection to Paradise Lost. If this character's suspended, resistance is changed to fatal next scene. A character will not give her until it recovers from the suspended state. Interesting. So that's how we do this, huh? So we guaranteed have to lose 2 people, so the fact we lost Annabelle in the first phase is actually what's making this even harder than it needs to be, because I assume she's not going to kill more people. The only way we'll actually lose people is if they actually just, like, die. Oh, we got so close. All things considered, she's almost staggered, and she's below 300 health. That's pretty freaking good. Ugh. So, as with normal White Knight, it's a marathon, not a sprint. We have to take it slow. Real slow. And, yeah, we've taken it slow, alright. This has got to be it, right? Like, this is both the shortest and longest floor realization. I cannot... If we beat her, and then we have to fight this one back here, there's no way. Yeah. And the only time she becomes fatal is if we've killed a Guardian Apostle. So that means, in theory, I think what we have to do is make sure we kill the Guardian the second turn it's alive. We can't burst it down the first turn, or else we'll come with a situation like this, where she has 3 enduring and we can't quite get through. So I think what we need to do is, for example, he's only got 2 now. So what we would do, if we weren't, you know, completely dead, is we would go boom, boom, and then we would just do a bit of damage, and in theory, he would become staggered. Even if he gets staggered now, it doesn't really matter too much, because, you know. But let's say he did get staggered. Well then, she's using I Am Thy Savior. And that means that she has 3 less block die, and all her resistances are fatal, and she doesn't have 5 protect and 5 stagger protect. I think that's what we need to do. Obviously, we didn't do it this time, and this run is quite literally over. But I'm curious to see how much damage we could just squeak out at the end. Whew. Alrighty, I believe that's gonna do it for this episode. All in all, we actually got really close, and I think I probably have the winning strategy. So overall, I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it went. Would I have liked to have won? Yes, absolutely. But all in all, I mean, it could have gone worse. Like, we could have just never seen the second phase literally ever. But we got there, and 230 something health is the lowest we managed to get, which, let's be honest, that ain't half bad. But of course, it is gonna take quite a bit of attempts. We'll call it that. It's gonna take a lot of attempts in order to potentially do this, so there's not a lot we can do about that. But I think we found the winning strategy, which is what I mentioned before, being the he respawns, kill him on turn 2, and then burst Angela, White Knight, on turn 3. And then rinse and repeat from that moment onwards, because there's really not a lot else to do other than to just, like, follow that cycle. But I think we can do it. I don't think it'll be too terribly bad. Well, let's say it this way. I don't think it'll be as bad as Zhao and Magical Girl were, where they were both, like, above 30 attempts, because that was bad. But all in all, I think this episode went pretty well. And in the next episode, I should be back. And so hopefully that means that we will be able to do Bina, potentially do Hakma, and then we also get to greet the uninvited guests. So that's gonna be pretty fun. I'm a little bit unsure if it's just gonna be like the end of the game past the uninvited guests or what. But I'm glad we didn't go for them right now. Because imagine if while I'm away the game ends. Like that wouldn't be very cash money. But at the same time, I think we are starting to draw to a close. I don't know that for certain, but boy does it feel like it. I think in the next couple episodes, if you guys want to replace any of my characters, or if you've already asked to replace any of the characters, be sure and let me know who you would like to replace, and I will get right on it. Honestly, I kind of like Myra. Myra is she started as a Skyrim character who was basically this alchemy-obsessed Dwemer nut. So that's where Myra comes from. She originates in Skyrim, so that's pretty fun. Actually, you know, one of these episodes, should I just go in detail for my characters, where they all came from? I wouldn't mind doing that. Obviously, if you guys don't like the idea, I wouldn't, but in a way, I think it'd make each of the characters a little bit more special. Oh, we didn't show him for very long at all. Obviously, some people will be like, I don't care. But if you are interested, maybe I'll dedicate a little bit of time to one of these episodes, just telling where a certain character came from, or like the backstory on them, and it could be a good time. Like I said, I'm not sure if you guys would be interested in that, but if you are, be sure and let me know, and maybe we can make a little something happen. All in all, I am extremely happy with where we stand. And I have done so much gift farming that it is absolutely insane. We will never need more gifts for the final bit of this playthrough ever again. Obviously, that doesn't mean that we won't still farm, because some people are just naturally behind, or like their build changed and their gifts no longer make sense, but all in all, I think we're doing pretty dang good on the gift aspects. And Hakma has a lot more gifts than last time because of the whole White Knight thing. I wanted to try and be sure that we were ready. Also, theoretically, Blockma, right? I know it's like a meme, but what if, now just hear me out, we put Purple Tear on him, we go into block stance, and then we take 2 defensive dice power +1, and then we have Is Fascinating and Zwei Honorary, which is the potential for +1, and then Exhausted Comrade, which is the potential for +2, if he's below 25% chance, and it just all went together and we had the block equals physical damage. Could we potentially one-shot something? Like, could we just go dead? The thought of it is very funny. I don't know if it'll even work, but in theory, would that work? Because at all times, that's +4 block power. And then, potentially, if everything procs at once, another +4. Like, that just seems ridiculously strong. Not to mention, he doesn't even have, like, anything to boost his endurance. So, I don't know. I feel like that could be oddly strong. Also, Burning Flash, it only discards one. It doesn't discard both. That's so upsetting. Multiple times I've had all three and I'm like, oh yeah, triple slash. And then it's like, no. And of course, Roland being a unique page now, I'm kinda glad we got him the gifts that we did beforehand, because he can't get some of the page-specific gifts anymore. If you notice, we can't customize him, and we can't change his page. So I'm glad we had so much time with him, because we can't change it now. And overall, I think this has been a good string of events. Sure, some of our builds need a little bit of a touch-up, and obviously some are just going to be weaker than others. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough passives and key pages for everybody to have their ideal decks like I'd want, but I'm still pretty happy with most of the results. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Library of Ruina. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for being patient in my absence. But in the next one, I will be back, and some characters may be gone. I'm kind of thinking Myra just might stay, because I really like her in this floor. I think she fits really nicely. But as for characters that can be replaced, Sam is a replaceable one, Abby is a replaceable one, and Annabelle is a replaceable one. So, all in all, there's 3 slots for anyone who potentially wants it. And then, I suppose, if you would like to replace Jeffrey or Amber, you could also do that. But just let me know, and we will see what we can do. Bye.